messing up.
You might want to turn well, maybe you should do a tweet.
Live? Yay!
I'm live.
You might want to turn well, maybe you should do a tweet.
Live? Yay! I
Robot
didn't
sex?
hear it.
I thought you said
Didn't
robot
hear the
sex. I'm
music,
not
though.
interested.
No.
You muted it. You did it wrong. No, I was talking to Luke.
Well, I didn't change
Just
that.
try harder next time.
Anyway, welcome guys and gals and ladies and gentlemen to the Spawn Point Podcast, episode 7. Welcome, person.
Thing.
Welcome,
No.
Thing is rude, Luke.
Welcome, Tumblekin.
Oh no. This is great.
Squirrelkin, yay!
No, not Squirrelkins. Everyone apart from Squirrelkins. No Squirrelkins.
Everybody but...
Rude, Luke. Also, Kamal, you are playing Black Desert Character Creator.
I know what I'm playing!
I'm more or less.
Right.
I wasn't accusing you of anything.
How dare you play this game? Well,
I was
that's what
pointing
Luke was
it
meaning to
out.
say.
And it's...
Trophies.
Rovies? No, I was gonna intro the game. I was gonna do
You
it.
ruined it, Luke. Look what you did.
I was gonna intro the game.
There's no chill today.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted, us to have, a little bit of a casual intro chat before we started.
It was edit people.
Huh?
Edit people.
Who's edit people? What?
We must
What are you
edit
talking-
people.
Are you crazy?
Okay.
What is this? Making noise.
This game that we're playing actually, coincidentally, is the best segue ever because it is our first piece of news.
Coincidentally?
Yeah, that's
What
a
kind
word.
of word is that? That's not a word.
It's a word.
Coincidentally.
That's a word now.
Let me help you out with your
I made it a word. Look, if
What did you say about smooth stats before?
smooth stats.
No, never mind.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Yeah, that's that it.
Great. Right. Okay.
Everyone's confused.
Black Desert is a new MMO, or not new. We're gonna get to it, Luke. We're gonna get to it. Take your freaking time.
No, this is a super fast podcast. We've got to go fast.
Oh my god.
I was just opening up to the chat while you were talking.
I mean, we're gonna talk
No one
directly
wants
to the
open
chat.
You're not allowed.
Okay. Black Desert is an MMO, and it's coming out in Europe and America very soon. But it's already been a kind of a thing in Korea and China for a while, right?
Because that's the order games get released, right?
That's the order MMOs get released in, actually, very commonly.
Is it? Okay, sure.
Yeah, because kind of apparently Luke's mic is super low.
Oh, sure.
That's because you cut talking quietly.
I've raised the volume a bit as well. But yeah, so usually, because MMOs are really, really big in China, and Korea, way bigger than they are in outside, in other regions like Europe.
Not China.
And not China and Korea. Because, outside of that, they kind of stick to, WoW. And, the traditional ones. And they're like, that's what I play. I'm not really looking for new things. But, in those regions, they switch. They switch on a regular basis the same way you switch shooter. So Black Desert was one of those games, and it's kind of one of the most popular ones over there right now. And one of, the huge selling points for it is that it looks like a proper game. It doesn't look like an online game. And by that I mean it has actual graphics.
It doesn't look like a Flash game.
More than 10 pixels of graphics.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Me.
And yeah, Blade and Souls is another one. Ben's got a good point. Blade and Souls is another one that's also from that region and has just come to America and Europe, and it's exploding right now. I think, and I might be wrong. I think they're paying every Twitch streamer under the sun to stream that game, because nobody hasn't streamed that game now. And it came out of nowhere. It's suddenly front page game on Twitch. So I feel like they might be paying people. I may be crazy. Like I saw
Maybe it's just super popular.
I saw a streamer who literally I've never seen stream any game but Counter-Strike Go streaming this game. I've literally never seen them play another game, and I don't know, maybe, but yeah, I'm.
Did they play on Blade and Souls on Dust?
Yeah.
It's a CS:GO joke.
It is a CS:GO joke. The I'm pretty interested in Black Desert because it has like actual combat. Like I'm gonna show a video of its combat right now for people to see. But yeah, it's not kind of hotbar based. It's actual action combat, which is what I like. I'm not a big fan of hotbar gameplay. But I don't know. I've never like you guys who's played WoW?
Wow. I've played.
I played the trial for like 10 minutes, like 2 years ago, stack count.
I played it for like 5 years on and off.
Yeah, and did you guys like the hotbar gameplay, or was it more kind of the
Those 10
experience?
minutes? No, I didn't like it.
I mean, like, I liked it. I didn't prefer it over anything else, but
But it worked.
yeah, it worked for the
So
game.
you say it's
but, like,
acceptable.
yeah, like
It
it wasn't what I enjoyed most about the game. In all honesty, I enjoyed talking to people and like doing stuff with my friends in
Well-
World of Warcraft.
it was more. It gets to a point because when you start off, you're just using any ability silly nilly, but then you unlock more as you go along. But usually, with each skill,
Yeah.
to maximize DPS or healing or whatever, you would have like a series. So then you just end up making a macro of all the spells that would be most effective in a row,
Yeah.
and then you just hit that and it casts them all. So I mean, it kind of depends.
Yeah. It's like
And
situational.
Yeah, it got hard because then you'd have like not mods, but like you'd have add-ons that would like, so you hit one spell and then you needed to hit another about 20 seconds later and then come back. You'd have like an add-on that would show you like the countdown timer for each,
Yeah.
and then it would pop up on your screen to say that like it had, the cooldown had popped or something like that.
Well,
I've turned
So
you up as high
it's
as
a lot
possible.
more involved.
I've tried it. Like, hopefully this is good. Yeah, I can see that. The other thing that is like puts Black Desert in the news quite a lot is the character creator. It has been touted as the best character creator in a video game ever, which is some high praise.
Yeah,
And it lets you do quite a lot. And recently, I think as kind of a form of advertising, the game developers decided that they would release the character creator as a standalone free game,
oh
right?
my god, it's Killy.
that's not
My
a-
god.
Yeah, and
I'm ready.
hey, Killy, and we got it, and that's going to be our interactive game for the week. So we can play around with it, and basically I want the chat to throw terrible suggestions at me because they're going to be terrible.
Josh.
Oh my god, no.
No, we
Why
said terrible.
me?
We said terrible suggestions.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. I don't know, Josh, I just
To
picked
make
you.
me, I'm generic. I'm just a generic male. Why would you make
It would
me?
work. It would work so well.
It's because Luke's trying to play an MMO, so he's playing this generic white man, right? Because that's how.
That is how Luke plays MMOs. This is not a coincidence.
Generic white man, warrior, paladin, done.
So yeah, let's.
That's it.
I'm gonna switch to the game, and that was the first our little intro piece of news, and I'll start. Let's start with chat. Give me a gender.
Woman. I say woman.
You're not chat. You could type in chat and become chat.
I did it. I became chat. I'm one with the chat.
Oh god, they can see my old character.
While the chat's coming to a cut.
Yeah, while the chat's
Yeah. Hi. Hello, woman. Good job.
while the chat is deciding on stuff. What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, I imagine there's going to be a lot of porn based on this game, and leading into that, Pornhub revealed the most searched video game porn on their website.
So wait, what would you guess that would be?
It's not gonna. If you haven't read the link, it's not going to be what you're expecting.
I haven't read the link.
I haven't-
Say...
I'm gonna say Fallout because apparently there was a massive like fall in viewers when Fallout came out, so maybe they came back and they're like, now I'm feeling Fallout here. You know? Feel
Okay,
a
so
little
Fallout-
spicy.
It's gonna be something you wouldn't expect. It'll be something like Halo, because I want to see what's under Chief's armor or something. Cause it's stupid.
Andy says Halo.
I can see
I've already
that.
seen the link.
Oh,
Okay, so
Like,
Chris,
Killy's on
Chris
Killy's
is
on
host-
Halo porn, apparently.
Chris is hosting us. Thanks, Chris.
thank you, Mr. Chris.
Yeah.
Hey.
The most searchable video game porn is Minecraft.
Why?
Because
Yep.
people want to see blocks getting it on, apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
People
creepers
use
too.
I just imagine there'd be a lot of rubbing.
Just lots of
What?
corners poking together.
What does that even? What does? I kind of want to see this now.
I don't-
Just.
I was just
I
thinking
don't
that. I
think it-
kind of just wanna.
No,
It's just a
I know,
guy
it's
with a
like-
Steve head. Plowing people.
And Ben is hosting us now too. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you,
Hey.
Yeah.
man. Yeah, Steve moved that block.
Yeah, guys, pick a class, guys. Killy said to go as a woman, so Tamer, Valkyrie, Ranger, Sorceress, or Witch. Okay, those are your classes.
Let me dig that home with my big pick.
Uh,
Perfect. I'm gonna mine you good.
cat. The cat was this. Oh.
Yeah,
Speaking of wood,
Speaking of wood.
yeah. I like where this is going.
Speaking of wood, go witch. Okay,
Yeah,
it?
let's go with.
witch. Look at how fancy the witch is. All right,
Fancy.
right. Speaking of wood, Josh.
that was it.
Speaking of
You
wood.
just wanted to say speaking
That
of.
was a segue.
What you said wasn't a segue, Luke. Let's be real.
Well, at least I try.
You used to try harder.
Naked witch. Right. How about you do find a segue? Like.
I'll do it.
I could force one.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
you might as well force a segue. Why not?
Okay. Well,
This is
wood
gonna be
can
awful.
be manipulated to make certain things, like boards. Speaking of which, the Australian Classification Board.
Oh wow. I'll take the helmet off this
I
chick
love you.
so we can work on her face. Okay,
It's,
who are we gonna make? Just to chat. You know what? I'll type to chat so I don't interrupt the conversation a lot.
the
That'll be a
Australian
thing.
Classification Board is a joke.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
This isn't news. Australia,
This isn't a new news, though, right?
like
No, it's not.
Australia's always had.
This is continuing news.
Australia's always had kind of a video game problem when it comes. Like they have very high standards of classification. Like I lived in Saudi Arabia and I could get games with more blood and sex in them than I could get in Australia at times. So like that was
No
impressive.
bats, Kamal.
Pink
What's
hair.
wrong with them? Everyone loved the dildo bats.
Well, that's what you use them to you back people with, and that's how it works, right?
It's like you could just place them cricket, right? You guys play cricket. You place
What's
cricket
the
balls with
British?
dildo bats.
Yeah, sure. It'd make it more interesting because cricket's
So
boring as hell.
so what has Australia done now?
Hey, I like it.
So what has Australia done now
It's-
exactly?
Said that just to annoy you.
It's not something that they've done now. It's something that they did, I think, last year, but I was only made aware of it recently because it's in regards to Hotline Miami 2. Basically, we're not. It's like they're not permitted to sell the game because apparently there's sexual assault imagery within the game.
But
There's an implied rape scene.
this is gonna be tough.
It's one scene too. Like they didn't just like try and get them to blip it out or something. It's
I've-
just you're not allowed to sell it at all.
I've played Hotline Miami. I know the scene they're talking about. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why? I don't know if I can do Bob Ross hair on a chick. I'm trying, guys. So, do you
I mean,
do
how
you
many games out there?
do you feel like do you think you like do you know why they're so much stricter on games in Australia than in than on other kind of forms of media?
I don't know. I get maybe the people who work on the border just like hardcore Catholics or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Hardcore Catholics.
They're probably like
damn
70 years
hardcore
old or something and
Catholics.
still live 50 years in the past. Where bugger was a swear word. But the developer did come out and he said, or he suggested that people in Australia who were interested in playing it should go and pirate the game if they're unable to purchase a retail copy.
Oh.
I agree.
I thought you
So
were
good
going
on-
to say you'd say just move country. Done. Solved it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are ways you can acquire it, but like it just doesn't make sense.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it definitely doesn't make sense. It is definitely stupid.
Stupid Australia.
Stupid Australia.
It's true. It's true. How's the Bob Ross hair going?
It's tough, man. it's
I'm watching you
Afros
attempt.
are hard.
it's hard to make afros out of long straight hair.
Who'd have thunk it?
That's why you don't see any ladies with afros. It doesn't work.
Oh, Nan's coming through.
Welcome, Luke Snan.
It's not a podcast without Luke Snan.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
That is true.
Just happens, right?
So pro tip, guys: if you like video games, don't move to Australia.
Yeah, it's just you'd not be allowed.
Yeah.
Plus the prices are like extortion.
That also.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like-
Everything over here is ridiculously expensive.
Killy says, "Give her a mullet."
I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try.
Oh, I want a mullet now.
I'm trying. This is a thing.
Mullet, I mean, that's just okay. It looks like you just rubbed like static electricity on her hair and just with a balloon and then
What
just done
happened to
that.
her?
I'm trying. Well, I'm just.
Oh my god, the hair's all weird now.
Yeah, but Cam's in the chat. Hi, Cam.
Hello.
Yeah, but Cam, you were gonna kind of be distracted while you're in Australia, to be fair. For most of the time, I feel
Holy
like.
shit.
But hey, it'll be tough. It'll be a rough life.
Douchebag witch with a top knot. What about a mullet with a top knot?
I'm trying to mullet, guys. But we gotta do the news too, guys. Please. I will pay attention to the chat. You guys have to take care of this. Oh, hi, Izzy. See you tomorrow.
Hey-o. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so
Rub it in, guys.
Will do.
that was the idea. That was the whole point. So the other news. There was another teaser trailer for the new Far Cry game, and it just looks so much like all the other Far Cry games that's kind of painful.
I'm gonna show this. This was kind of disappointing because I think the general consensus when the original trailer came out for Far Cry Primal was that because it's set so far back in time,
You can't make it like all the other Far Cry games, right?
it's gonna be super different.
But then they tried really hard to make it exactly the same.
Watch this trailer. Enter
There's an
drugs.
explosion in it.
Really?
That's what, yeah.
What, did a mammoth implode or something?
No, an owl explodes.
Luke.
Obviously, you've
Oh,
got to drink
drunk
eyeballs.
Yeah, Luke. If I remember correctly, you were pretty excited for Primal.
Yeah.
You stop
like
that excitement immediately.
I mean, no. I like games where you tame animals and play with them.
Can
This game has.
Luke likes playing with animals.
Yes, I do.
Can confirm.
you know I'm willing to
All day
bet.
just playing.
I'm willing to bet, and I might be being super sour because of my stance with Ubisoft, that the taming animal gameplay will be the shallowest thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely will be.
but like using them as well. So, I don't know. I find that stuff fun.
It's just gonna be like attack, and the animal's gonna go "Arr!" and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I play Far Cry Primal." But yeah.
I don't know. I'm willing to give it a chance.
Nope. There's a chick. Has she not stripped yet? That's not a Far Cry game until she's naked.
Don't worry, it'll get there.
It'll get there. When is this set to come out? When is this set to release this year?
Yeah, it is. I think
February
Well,
23rd.
February 23rd, huh?
February.
Yeah, so pretty.
Yeah.
Much earlier than I thought it was gonna be.
I feel like Ubisoft ran into a hole with Assassin's Creed, and now they're like Far Cry can be Assassin's Creed. so
Is it just me, or do some of the models look?
Some of the models.
Is it just me, or do some of the models look kind of Fallout-ish at times in that trailer?
Fallout-ish.
Yeah,
like Paul. Oh snap! Fallout. No, but seriously. I don't actually understand what you mean. To be fair.
Just the kind of the way they look and move.
Making women ugly is hard.
Why you should appreciate an ugly woman.
This is like Bob Ross with straight hair. That doesn't make sense.
Not Bob Ross.
Okay.
Other dumb game things, yes. Okay.
So. Other dumb game things. No, I'm not done with Far Cry. Far Cry, you suck. Okay, now I'm done with Far Cry.
Now you're done with Far Cry. Other dumb game things. Someone spent lots of time building all the cars from Mad Max on GTA 5, and it looks really cool. Especially the the big one with the guy with the guitar on the front.
All the.
I assume we've seen Mad Max. Yes.
No.
Yes, I definitely have.
No.
Yeah, so someone recreated the big truck with where the guy plays the
in GTA.
It looks pretty solid.
In GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's special.
There it is.
I wanna see this.
It looks so weird.
It does, right?
Only vehicle pack #1 for many PCs.
That's an achievement. When did GTA get so weirdly moddable? Is this a new thing?
Because it came out on PC,
No.
so
It just took time.
Oh, fair enough.
yeah, look at that.
I feel like it's always been moddable. You just
Yeah, as soon as it came out on PC, it was just mods everywhere.
Yeah, but nothing to that extent. I think it's just because time and people have had more chance to play around with it.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean not to that extent? You could look up heaps of Funhouse videos where they just add all these ridiculous mods.
Yeah, but
gorillas and
there's a gun. There's a gun that shoots cars.
Funhouse is fairly
But
recent.
I've seen stuff like that, but nothing like they've actually put in a whole new different type of vehicle where it's like completely changed. Like I've seen the Iron Man stuff a lot, but
I mean, I haven't looked into it. I assume they would have been.
Again, Funhouse is also like fairly new. Like that's not. I haven't looked at GTA since Funhouse was a thing. So I don't know. Okay, this is the best I can do is the hair, and it's crap.
But a mullet though.
I can't do a mullet. They don't give me that type of control.
No. Why?
At the end of this podcast, we are going to rate this character creator.
You're giving
This is
no mullet out of 10.
Okay. More news! Halo, Luke, run.
Yeah,
Halo
you tell us
DLC?
about Halo. I skipped it because I have no idea what it is.
The new Halo DLC is coming out with new weapon skins, which look pretty cool. Like they've already had a few in the game. They've been pretty standard, but these ones are kind of more out there, and people are loving them. They got a new armor type, which actually looks really nice. 2 new maps. We haven't seen much on them yet. And the most interesting news for me is that they've brought a whole new weapon into the game. Like most of the DLC now, they've brought just variations on the previous weapon, but they've brought the carbine back, which
they brought the carbine back.
Yeah, it was the Covenant equivalent of the battle rifle, and it's pretty cool.
Was that not in Halo 5? I feel I should have noticed that.
No, in Halo 5, I think they had the storm rifle and
the rubbish one. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they didn't have that one. At least they didn't have it in multiplayer, and now they've thrown it in.
Okay.
But yeah, and it's still a part of the whole free DLC thing. As long as you keep doing microtransactions on the packs, we don't care. Free DLC for you, which is working out because I enjoy not having to pay for DLC.
But do you enjoy paying money for the microtransactions for the cards?
I haven't. I've only done it like once since. Like I did it quite close to the release, just to see if I could get Veil's armor, and I didn't. But like I haven't done it since then. But clearly people are doing it because this.
I mean,
like,
yeah. If you put microtransactions out, people are gonna microtransact.
We have to.
It's gonna happen.
But,
Yeah.
I much prefer this method of doing things rather than having to pay for DLC.
Yeah, I guess if you get free DLC, then you don't have to buy the microtransactions. So I guess it's a good thing still.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite thing, it hasn't like split because they've done this. It hasn't split the community into like people who have the map packs and people who don't. And so you don't need to worry about searching for a game and not being able to play it because
You don't have the map.
yeah.
True.
So I like this method is much more preferable than the stuff they've done in the past. It's like
Yeah.
they go crazy for their map packs in Halo. They really do.
But
Everyone
depending
likes
on the
their maps.
person, like if you're someone who buys the like if you use the microtransactions a lot,
Yeah.
then you're probably overpaying than what you normally would.
Yeah, but then again, like
But that's
they're
your
not,
choice to do that.
when you buy with the microtransactions, you're not thinking like of the map packs. You're spending money on weapons and armor and stuff in game. Like it's a better system because they unknowingly pay for these map packs and it keeps everyone happy. Like they still get stuff that they wanted. So
Is it the same route as CS:GO?
I don't
Like,
know.
do the guns and stuff make any difference to gameplay?
Yeah,
Like,
they
are
do.
you disadvantaged from someone else?
Yeah. No.
You've got to get to a certain level, then you can use the cards that you've bought to
Yeah,
upgrade your gun.
with the rec
Essentially.
system, basically good players, like every card that you get from a pack has a certain rec point number, and like every time you enter a game, you start as level 1, and then you have to perform well in the game to get to level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and as you go through those levels, certain cards become available to you to use. So at the same time, if you've got a really powerful card, you have to be a good player to be able to use it. Like you have to.
So then you'll have people like me who'll just never be able to use their cards.
Yeah, like that's why I don't play
Yeah.
Halo 5 anymore, because I never get to the level where I can use good
But
cards.
you can still win even without using them.
Yeah, but the technique, the point of the technique that Halo employs is to prevent it from being pay to win, basically. Because if they let you buy cards and then they let you use them whenever, you could literally just buy the best cards and use the best cards, and then you win.
And then you start with like a tank and just Spartan laser and stuff.
Yeah.
But this way it guarantees only people who are actually trying in the game and like actually trying to do well get to use those cards. And if you buy these packs and then like you're not really the best Halo player, I can see maybe that being a problem. But at the same time, you should have really thought of it before spending money on the packs.
Yeah.
Are all packs paid?
No, you can
What?
play games to get points to then spend on packs, or you can just buy them outright.
But if you don't buy any packs, then you don't give yourself the chance.
What do you mean?
Because you'll be versing people who would have had packs. Which
Well, there's
they've
two
bought.
there's two game modes. There's Warzone where you use the packs, and then there's Arena where there's all the other play types who don't use packs.
Okay.
So like if you want to play Warzone, you need to buy packs either with points you've earned in game or points that you just spend from your credit card. But to play Arena, you don't need to worry about any of that. You just play the game.
Okay.
And Arena's got like the normal stuff like Team Slayer, Big Team Battle, the new one Breakout, like capture objective stuff. So like there's options there for everyone.
Come on.
Yeah.
Her head just looks like a hat.
I've been told it looks like lungs.
I don't know what lungs look like.
Lungs.
Apparently.
Is that what a lung looks like?
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the new RoboCop.
Lungs? What?
Yeah, because there's a part where like he's all disassembled and you can see like all how everything's functioning.
Is
You
that
see
what his
his
lung,
lungs
does his
go-
lung look like that?
No, but like you actually see the lungs.
but they don't
It's
look
like they
like that goes
expanded
down.
and
I don't know. They're so happy.
I didn't have this to compare it at the time, Andy.
Ah, fair enough. You go
See,
watch.
I'd
Go,
have to go back
get
and rewatch
RoboCop,
it, yeah.
and then just hold up that picture up next to RoboCop's like torso, and say, "Yep, that's her lung. Got it." Those eyes are perfect. She looks high as hell. She's like so high right now.
Yeah. Giving her a Voldemort nose. I was told to give a Voldemort nose. It's kind of more like a...
So no nose.
Yeah, I'm like I'm compressing it into her skull.
Perfect.
Have a nose inside of her face.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm gonna plow on with the news.
Okay.
You know how when we were in when we watched E3, there was all those indie game trailers and stuff. There is another new trailer for Yarn, which is
Yes.
the one where you play as the one who is made out of yarn, obviously.
That trailer annoyed me so much.
Wait.
Why did that trailer annoy you?
Because I had so many questions about the Yarn character.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait. Yarn is not unraveled?
I believe it was was it not Unraveled was like the first thing? Was that not a working title? Or the character's called Yarn and the game's called Unraveled, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's it. The character's
Yes,
called.
yes.
So this is the game that when the guy came up on oh crap
Oh yeah, it was the guy who was like super.
Yeah,
nervous, right?
he was like an independent that was brought in to work on it was EA, and he was the most nervous human being in the world. He was like shaking on stage, and he had the little yarn toy, and he was like trying to show it, and he was like,
He was adorable.
he was. His arms were like vibrating
He was, like-
so much.
Wait, I
You
have
look
to
like
see
you'd-
this now.
The
Did
guy.
you not see that?
Okay, I'll show
I'll
it after we finish talking about the game.
and still fair
Yes.
play to the guy. Like, he still did it.
No,
Yeah.
I give him credit. Like I'm not giving him crap for it. Like, and he clearly like when he was telling the story of like why he was making the game and stuff, and he's clearly really passionate about it, which is what you want like from
That's
a
what you
game
always get
developer.
when you get like indie games and stuff. Like people are really invested in them because they've like built these from the ground up, sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's a platformer, where you are a little guy made out of limited amount of yarn, and and
Yeah,
you
he just did that. Like he
and
has
you-
to replenish himself.
you use yourself to move around the world. Like you unravel yourself to move around the world. That's where the name comes from. And I think the point is you're meant to get through the levels without fully unraveling. Like that's the limitation.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks pretty. I like it.
It does.
I'm into it.
It reminds me
I like
of,
niche indie games. So.
It reminds me of Little Big Planet.
The
It
art
does
style,
look
yeah.
nice, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys wonder if the game's gonna have a story?
I from the E3 talk, it feels like it's gonna have a story.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about like he was talking about family and like being lost and like stuff like that, and I think that's what he's trying to reference.
I'm imagining he falls out of a basket and then he has to get back home.
Maybe, yeah, I can see that.
If I
That's
had to
that's
guess.
very Pixar.
Oh god, no! And then he reaches the door and unravels. No!
No, Luke, no.
Well, you're the one making it sad.
You're doing this to yourself.
Oh, he's getting attacked by a gopher. Look at that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Why?
Just
It,
That's adorable. I love it.
why
Yeah.
do most indie platform games like this seem to have like the main protagonist or the main character being a lost figure? Like Limbo's like that. I feel Ori is as well.
Yeah.
It might just be that it's kind of an easier like entry point for a platformer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's a symbol for indie games lost in the world of big publishers.
Really? Is that what you said?
It's a
No,
metaphor.
I just made that up.
I was gonna say.
Does that sound plausible?
It
Oh,
does.
The dude, we went super deep.
okay, I'm getting the E3 presentation now. So
Yeah, I get the E3 presentation.
So you-
E3 shy. Just put in E3 shy guy. You'll get it right there.
I've got it already. Yeah,
Yeah.
way ahead of you. But
Hey, Josh.
no, it looks cool. When's it meant to be coming out?
I think it's first quarter this year.
First quarter. So, right. Right. That's cool. I dig it.
It's just it.
I dig it. I will buy this game.
I'll probably get it.
The release date is the 9th of February this year.
See, first quarter of this year.
More than anything, you gotta encourage EA to like make games that aren't just the repetitive shooter / open world game again and again and again.
All know about that.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Really, who would have thought?
EA's been turning around. I have to give them credit.
They're no longer the worst ever.
Yes, it's true.
I don't know.
No, they're
I don't
definitely not
know.
the worst ever. They're definitely not.
No. Origin's like on point and it
Ubisoft
works.
take that mantle.
Oh yeah.
Ubisoft's 100% taking them now.
I always put them like neck and neck.
Ubisoft's less evil as much as it's just kind of crap.
It's
like,
just
Oh,
incompetent.
there's the Nubis guy.
yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so adorable.
Just wait for him to take his little yawn thing out. I'm gonna add some audio here. But yeah, it's I like the art style as well because it's like super realistic, but like the world is not realistic. You know, there's this yawn boy running around, just kind of being.
It's like the juxtaposition sort of thing.
You don't know, he could be real.
Yeah, he could be under Luke right now.
No.
He's right behind him this whole time.
I would just grab him and throw him, and then he'd come unraveled, and I'd laugh.
then you'd cry. No, you wouldn't. You'd cry because you just murdered John.
You know, just bring him back then. You can. That's the thing with Yarn. You can always pull him back and then sort himself
Well,
out.
he wouldn't be.
Is
He
that
wouldn't
how
be
you
the
ravel
same
them
as
back
the.
together? You just pull.
He'll sort himself out if I get all the yarn together.
How that works, sure.
It's like I killed a man, but like all of his pieces are still here.
I just put all the
Yeah, he
piles
can
back
just
together.
summon
Look, oh my god,
Stitch it
look.
back together.
It's coming up now, but you'll see it. Like, you only realize how nervous he is when he pulls the thing out. Oh wow. It's coming on stream now. Oh, God bless.
Yeah. I only noticed his tats. I only noticed the tats on his head now.
Like he's
That's one of the things we noticed.
he's so shivery.
Oh, I mean, it's probably pretty stressful talking to all.
Oh yeah. Plus, like being one of the first faces of EA's new kind of indie program of like bringing in young developers, like it's a tough task.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Uh-huh. But this is okay. So that's unraveled.
I want that toy.
Yeah, that was unraveled.
I want that toy too.
Yeah, same. There's a special edition where you get yarn with it.
You better. Oh God,
I want.
I looked at the face I was making again, and it's like, why am I doing this?
And then if we're gonna round off all of the indie games, there's a new game. Has anyone played Shelter, or is it just me?
I don't know what it
It's a
is.
game about badgers.
Shelter's a game about badgers.
It was a game about badgers, and you had to.
Badges? We don't
Yeah,
need no stinking
you
badges.
were a mummy badger, and you had to get all of your little badger babies to a safe place. And it was really sad, and it was a really good game. But they brought out a successor sort of thing. But this time you play as an what was it?
Fox.
A bobcat, a lynx, or a fox, or something like that. And I think you play as the baby one this time. And
No.
it's just the only reason I brought it up was because it's got a really nice art style.
It kind of
That's
looks.
really cool.
I want to see this.
Kind of looks like poly art. Is that what
Yeah,
it's
it's
called?
it's poly art.
Is this Shelter?
This is well, it's the equivalent of Shelter. I think it's like a spiritual successor to Shelter.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Shelter's
Shelter was badgers, but this is not badgers. This is not badgers. Yes,
This is not badgers.
yes. That is the tagline for this game. Shelter, not badgers.
Because we don't need no stinking badge.
You talk about badgers. Badgers are amazing.
Oh, I'm looking at the video now. The art is
It's like
intriguing.
poly art, right?
Yeah. I know the texture work's the part that's interesting me the most. It looks
Yeah,
broken,
It's all about yeah.
but like not.
Yeah.
Like in a good way, but like
Yeah,
it's
a
very
really
weird.
design of a game.
Hmm.
It's like all the light appears as circles and all the. It's like everything's just shapes.
Yeah.
So what's the purpose of the game?
Well, based on the last one, I think you've just got to essentially, because it's called Shelter, obviously, you've got to find shelter. It's like, obviously you're playing as like the baby bobcat or whatever that is, and you've just got to survive. I think so. You've got to find food and avoid predators and environmental hazards and stuff. It's like on the original shelter, you had to avoid a forest fire. So I imagine it'll be stuff like that again. So it's like flash floods and fires and.
There is a bird that swoops down and tries to grab you, I think, at one point.
Yeah, yeah. So you just got to avoid stuff like that. But it's like
that's March 24th, I think.
Yeah, and it's like another interesting little indie game if you're into that sort of thing.
That game,
which I am. So.
I'd be playing that game. It's like, please don't die, tiny bobcat.
When I played the original shot, you start with them 4 baby badgers. And I got up to the final mission, and I was about to finish the game, and an eagle swooped out of nowhere and grabbed one of the 4. And I was like, no, we were so close.
Damn.
Heartbreak.
And that was the second game that made me cry. Because I lost my baby badger.
That's what, like, because you obviously were not.
He was called Igor and everything.
You probably were not desensitized to it after not having lost any of them.
I haven't lost this. I got them through a flood. I got them through a forest fire, and then it's cruelly snatched from me at the very end of the game.
That reminds me of that video. Like, there's a prank video out there called "Bunny Learns How to Fly," and what it is that you think it's like a rabbit going to be jumping off something or whatever. Like, oh, look how cute it is. They let this baby. They apparently have nursed this baby rabbit back to health, and then they let it go and let it run towards its mother, and then from out of nowhere, an eagle just grabs it and flies off of it.
Wow.
And the little, you can hear the little girl scream in the background and everything, and the baby rabbit makes this terrifying, just like squeal of helplessness as it gets dragged away, and you're just like, my soul. My soul.
Well, I'm never going to love again.
It's just, I genuinely have to sit in my chair for 5 minutes, just like, what does
just contemplate life. You sit there, you're just like.
Yeah, it's just no.
And then you just try to live on day by day.
I tried not to cry. I watched it 5 times after that just to be like.
Why would you torture yourself like that?
Because I wanted to see if it was fake or not. If it was like a CGI eagle or whatever. It was a
remote-controlled eagle. Yeah. It was a drone. That's what it was. It was a drone.
I'm afraid for it to be fake.
See, this whole time we've been worried about drones, like just dropping bombs. We should be worried about the eagle drones.
Yeah, eagle drones.
Snatching our rabbits.
Stealing our rabbits, stealing our livestock. You get enough of them, they'll be away with sheep. And then what are we going to do? It's next stop people. You heard it here first.
I'm okay with taking some people.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's not nice, Luke.
Anyone's...
Do you know what is nice, though?
What is nice?
Ark's getting an update on the Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
How's that for a segue?
That is a good segue. And there's so much to say about Ark.
You're not allowed, but yeah. They're gonna make more servers because they're all super full. Because apparently they didn't expect a game where you get to tame dinosaurs and ride them around to be popular.
All 162 PvE and 237 PvP servers are full.
All full, literally all of them. Every last one.
So they're gonna add a bunch of new servers. A bunch.
It was like 400 or something, right?
I don't remember the exact number. One sec. Let me see if I can find it.
I know it was a large number. Lots of.
It was a lot.
Many new servers.
I don't see it here, but a lot of servers, of course. They're also adding the Kangaroo update.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to get your prehistoric kangaroos, and you can pretend to be a prehistoric Aussie. And it'll be great.
Does that mean
just like Australia now? Did it?
Yes.
So then it should be megafauna, right?
Yeah, they're giant kangaroos.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're not.
I hope they just haven't upscaled the kangaroo.
Hey, look.
Just taken a normal kangaroo and made it bigger.
It'll be on screen. It's not just a giant kangaroo.
I'm just imagining you riding on the shoulders of a normal-sized kangaroo.
You could.
That would be amazing.
You could do it with some kangaroos. Some kangaroos are really strong.
Yeah, kangaroos are super strong.
The game started off as just dinosaurs, but it's really just
Just old
Oh,
stuff.
I'm gonna hate myself. It's really just evolved from the.
Ha ha ha!
Boo.
Oh snap!
They've got all kinds of mammals now.
But
I want to get a frog.
this news comes in tow with like some information that's kind of amazing and that I never expected. Ark is a $35 Xbox game, so not full price, but not cheap, right?
Yeah.
It is currently the top paid game on Xbox.
I'm not surprised.
Because everyone wants to ride
Ahead of Minecraft, ahead of Battlefront, ahead of FIFA 16, ahead of GTA 5, ahead of Call of Duty. I was gonna say Battlefield. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Like that's crazy. That's
dinosaurs. Come on, dinosaurs.
even like the Arc dev team were like, we didn't think it'd do this well on consoles. Yeah,
Well, I don't see why they would think that because it was so much.
I do.
better on consoles.
I do. I definitely see.
I mean,
It's a survival game, which originally
Games are traditionally PC based, I guess.
traditionally PC based because traditionally like all the games that have tried this before on consoles have died. Plus, even then on PC, like they're not meant to be like the most popular game type because they are kind of hard to get used to, and they are kind
it's
of
a grind-worthy game.
yeah, and they're kind of hard to love, unfortunately. But like,
I
nah,
love it so much.
it's killing it. I mean, MOBAs are the same. MOBAs are kind of hard to love. Like they're kind of hard to get used to, and
You've got to get the one that's just right for you, sort of thing.
the learning curve is humongous, you know, and like they're punishing, and so are survival games.
That's why
So-
I don't play them.
So and you know
I suck.
they're wrecking shop. Ark is wrecking shop. So good for Ark.
Yeah.
I feel like they've set themselves this platform now that they have to live up to.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not even a full release game yet.
That's the other thing. There was another article I saw actually like talking about how kind of crap the game was, but how it didn't matter because it was so much fun. Like technically on Xbox, it's a pretty poor game. The graphics are
No,
just
it's
nowhere
ugly,
where they should be.
It's ugly, it's clunky, it's
It's
hard to
glitchy.
play.
This
Yeah.
is killing Luke.
I mean,
I found
it could kill Luke, but like that's the truth.
I
Yeah,
found
it's the truth. It is. It's ugly and it's clunky.
It's the beta, and it's gonna get better. That's the whole point.
The fact that people are buying it, despite the fact it's in this state, shows that it's obviously going to do really well, surprisingly.
I found the controls kind of hard to use. They
that's
seemed
'cause
all over
yeah.
the place, and
Yeah, the controls are really confusing. You've got to like play it for a solid hour or so before you can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
like you build something in a different tab, and you have to like navigate.
Well, I
to
think
that, and
the
move
issue.
down and build it, and then
Yeah.
it goes in the inventory, so you have to go back, and then to actually use it, you have to drag it down into like a hotbar, and then you have to select that combination of buttons to bring it up.
Yeah,
I-
it's
It's
just
a long process.
I think the issue is they haven't finished converting the interface from PC.
Yeah.
It's
It
still a
definitely
very
it
PC
needs to be
interface.
streamlined.
It feels like a straight port.
Yeah, and that's why it's so ugly and so glitchy because it's not. Console games are optimized. That's the whole thing about console games. Consoles are really
Optimized to run on their particular system
yeah,
specifications.
because consoles are really weak, but the way they get graphics that's comparable to a mid-range PC is all that optimization. And Ark doesn't have that yet because it's alpha. I wouldn't even say it's a beta game.
Yeah, it's an alpha access. So.
Yeah, so it's like
But once it's out full, it'll look like Rise of the Tomb Raider, right? That's how you optimize graphics.
that is how you optimize, but that did take like Microsoft and one of the biggest studios in the world.
It's 100% not.
That game is so beautiful.
It is so good. I finished it.
I think.
I
think
pre-ordered it, Kamal. Right?
I do. I get it on the 28th for PC. I can't wait to turn it to 11.
You did it. You did it through Steam, right?
No, I did not.
No.
No. Why?
Where did I see that though? I feel like
How?
I somehow saw that you pre-ordered it.
I mean, I
Unless you mentioned it.
did mention it.
I can't remember.
That's
I thought it may have come up through Steam or something because they
Maybe.
give you updates of like other people's activity sometimes.
weird, Steam. Stop it.
Like it's telling me now that Supercam owns Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, he does.
Yay!
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, boy.
I do you a favor this day on my daughter's wedding. But well,
Yeah, salute.
Just going back to art quickly for a second. What I'm enjoying most about it is that, like, yeah, it's not the greatest game in the world, like, as in gameplay-wise, but I feel every time I go on, like, I have a different experience. Like, I do something different, and I don't know. I'm really enjoying that. Like the day me and Cam flew on those Petrodons and like went up a mountain, and it was cool. We almost got killed by an eagle.
I think that's the point of those games, is that they're games that are meant to they're designed to provide you with the tools to make a story.
Mm-hmm.
And you create that story. It's very similar to Minecraft, early days of Minecraft, back when everything was shiny and new, you know?
And no one was doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
What are you making, Kamal?
A monster.
It's just horrifying to look at.
To be fair...
Everyone was beautiful. Luke, how dare you?
To be fair, blame chat.
Kamal?
Yeah.
Kill it with fire.
I'm sending you a link to a piece of Rust news that came up in that activity feed, which you may share with everyone if you like.
Okay. A link to a piece of...
It's of all the photos they could have chosen, they decided this one was the
best. Rust is a really weird game because everyone starts off naked.
Yeah, but you love it for it.
So there you go.
I know. I'm not sure if you guys saw the link.
Beautiful.
I know some people. I know some people here did.
Just a man of all nature.
I just saw one of the best Rust videos the other day.
No, you can talk about that if you want.
Do you guys remember?
I do, because it was evil.
Basically, it was this player intentionally trying to fuck with these two other players, and he tried to kill them while they were working on a radio tower or something, and he didn't hit any of them because he sucked, I guess. So they like retreated back into their house. So what he did was he stripped naked, but still had his gun in like his hotbar, and then he holding a rock. He went up to the house saying, "Oh, I've just spawned in. I don't really know how to play the game. Can you guys help me?" So like. They talked to him for a while, trying to be like, "You're not gonna kill us, right?" Like, because the guy was taking shots at us, and he was like, "No, I just spawned in. I could use a hand. I don't want to get killed out here." So they leave the house, they give him clothes, and then he pulls out a gun and just mows them down. And there's opera music playing at the same time.
They were children, and they were so nice to him. They were so nice to the freaking prick.
It was amazing.
There's always that one guy, isn't
anyone ever again because of that. They're never gonna trust anyone.
Yeah.
Always that one guy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the video was funny as hell, but like, I hate it. I hate the dude.
Yeah.
The guy.
Like,
total asshole.
Kamal, you did a search on his channel, and all of his videos are like that, right?
Yeah. He's just kind of a prick on survival games. That's his thing. People love it.
I was so tempted to look him up. I enjoyed that video so much. Oh no, we got to have a tight.
God.
Okay.
What are we doing here, guys?
Ben is guiding me.
No, a tight booty.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Look, if Ben knows.
Hey, look!
Ben knows about tap booty.
Hey, look. This is the chat controls our podcasts. And if Ben's the only one that wants to give input, that's Ben has control.
We are about to lose all of our female viewership, so Josh's girlfriend.
I think that's already happened.
Yeah, no, the face does look like a granny, but I mean, look at that
She's
thing.
not watching, Luke.
No?
No, I said she had work.
No, she has work, yeah.
Geeky Super is... no, never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No.
Oh, come on. There's a super zoom in on that. Anyway.
Where are you getting this information from, Luke?
I don't know.
Let's talk about more things. Let's move on.
Andy said she liked something, but that was it.
I'm gonna keep talking, regardless of what you keep saying. And
Good.
We're gonna talk about TV things now.
Oh.
And we're gonna talk about how, you know, the whole Friends reunion thing.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
No.
That was all a lie. All
It-
a lie.
It was a lie?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a lie. It was basically
It was a
people...
lie. It's essentially a reunion. It's
Okay.
a get together for a particular director who directed a bunch of shows, one of which was Friends.
Yeah.
From what David Schwimmer said.
Uh-huh.
From
So
what I
it's like
from
a
what I
tribute to just
saw,
one guy, I think.
Okay. I can't give him more booty than this.
from what I saw, he's done a lot of directing.
Mhm.
I think.
I think he did.
Was it Seinfeld as well?
He did Seinfeld. What?
Friends, obviously.
I can't remember.
Of course.
I glanced at it. I'm the worst person to ask anything for. I have the memory of a goldfish.
Essentially, it's not a reunion.
Okay.
Deal with it.
Sometimes you just gotta deal with it, guys.
Then
Who was the guy who died? Do you know his name?
I can check and find out what that was. The guy was Jimmy Burrows. So he worked on shows like Frasier, Cheers, Will and Grace,
Frasier, that was the one.
and
Frasier.
it's like a tribute to all of those things.
Devs
James
of butters.
He only directed 15 episodes of Friends.
Yeah, but what if it was one of the good episodes?
Ooh.
It's,
guess.
the whole point.
But
The whole point of the special isn't about just the friends. Like, it's also getting a bunch of other people from the other shows to come in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
important.
So it's like an all-round
Okay.
tribute to this guy.
Because there were three other directors who directed more episodes than him. There's
Yeah,
a
but
guy
they're
who
not dead, so they don't
directed
get a tribute.
55, 54, and 24. So essentially, they're going to have 3 more tributes, I guess.
When they die, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Pretty much, and then they'll all be. Everyone will think they're Friends reunions too.
Because basically what happened, like there was talks of all the actors from Friends like doing one show on this program. So when people saw that, they were immediately like, Friends reunion, and then and then
And they're all just like old, flappy, middle-aged white people now. Christ.
and me and then after that blew up, I think they were just hiding in their like offices, just being like, how do we tell the internet that this isn't a Friends reunion without them coming here and killing us all?
He's had a pretty big career.
Yeah, he works on like lots of big.
So there was Cheers. There's probably a lot of ones that I don't know. Frasier, Friends, Third Rock from the Sun, Dahmer and Greg, Will and
So
Grace.
it's pretty much all the 90s sitcoms.
There's also 2.5 Men, Big Bang Theory, Mike and Molly, which I wasn't too keen on, Two Broke Girls. Not bad.
I have to ask.
You don't have to ask.
I do.
You too, you got ask Ben.
I'm doing every part.
She looks like a she looks more like it. She looks more than just a tomato. Look at that face.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a weird ass tomato, I wouldn't eat that.
It's like that face looks like a skeleton.
Can we talk about the greatest thing that happened to television today?
What?
Or this week?
Is it-
The undercover boss skit was Kylo Ren is so funny.
Yes.
Have you seen
I
it?
can't watch that. It's been blocked in my country.
Oh, you can find it. You could find it.
I could, but
poor
I
thing.
clicked on the
A
link
good
and it was
handful.
just like, no, it's geo blocked.
A good handful. Okay, I that's a good handful. Do a good handful. That's a good handful.
From what I
Nothing
understand,
unreasonable.
Kylo Ren is the bad guy in Star Wars. That's what I got.
Oh, Josh, I don't want to talk about it now because I don't want to ruin any of the jokes for you.
I mean, I don't care.
Ruin the jokes for the thing he's not going to watch because it's blocked in his country.
You'll be there this summer, bro. Eventually.
Yeah, he'll see it eventually. But it's hilarious. The Kylo Ren actor is playing he's loving it. He's loving it, and I love that he's loving it. He's just having so much fun with the role, and you can tell he enjoys the fact that he's Kylo Ren and he's from Star Wars and he really loves it, and it's great.
Yeah.
Hey
Okay.
guys, I heard Kylo Ren has an 8-pack.
Yeah. Speaking of if Kylo Ren should have an 8-pack, should she have an 8-pack?
No.
It's not your choice!
It's Ben's choice.
It's pretty much Ben's choice, or SB's.
Can we talk about the real best news about TV?
That was the best news about TV.
No, the real best news there.
Major key. Okay, yes.
I was going to talk about all of the Netflix announcements.
Oh, Netflix. Netflix had a field day. Can I just say, look at those abs.
Oh yeah, she ripped.
If she didn't have that face and she wasn't pink, I'm sure people would be interested.
Yeah, she didn't look like a skin over a skull that had been left
Come on.
out. Like, sort of-
Come on. Don't judge a book by its cover.
No, I'm judging it by its face.
It's like, the rest of her body is so moistured. It's like it drained all the rest of the.
It's
moisture from
oiled.
the skull.
It's oiled.
Yeah,
Oiled up,
she's
ready
ready
to
for
go.
a nice. She's ready for a nice pointing.
Okay.
Not with a bag on her head, probably.
And I think that's it. I think that's our first
She'll have a
character.
Pikachu mask on.
I think
Or
that's.
Steve head.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Minecraft stuff, right? And Steve head.
I'm gonna let you guys pick the clothing, but then that's about it for our witch, and I will save her as the small point witch, and then we'll do a dude. Clothing. I'll go through them. Just pick like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Anyway, while we do this, yeah, let's talk Netflix. Let's talk about how Netflix has had a.
2 of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes! Yes!
Best thing ever, because Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is amazing. I hope they make a new intro music with the same guy, because
Yeah.
that was the best intro, like, ever.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I
They
never
got.
saw
They got the. Do you guys know Shmo Yoho accent on the O? The guys who do all the autotune stuff on YouTube.
No.
You've seen their videos
Yeah,
before.
you've definitely heard. You've definitely seen them.
Damn it, Ben. Okay, no clothes, but I'm giving her a hat. Oh no, that hat doesn't work when you put no clothes on.
Can the hat cover her face?
You don't want a hat. You want a belt.
She already has a hat. She doesn't need one.
If she's got this hat on and she like faces down, you know.
Maybe. And then she can just surprise people. It's like, oh yeah, that's part of. Oh dear God, no.
Okay.
She already.
Dude.
Can I
She has
just?
a natural.
Okay, I'm saving this as Ben's witch because it was basically Ben's witch.
No, Ben's love.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it Ben
Ben's
and
Ben's
SB?
lady. Ben's Lady Love.
Character creation complete. Woo. Oh wait, I have to assign a zodiac. I'll pick this. She can be the camel. No, she can be the elephant. There we go.
What's the most insulting?
We'll find one in the game. Just pay it back for our head. But the one thing on the Netflix stuff that I was not hyped for is season 4 of Orange Is the New Black.
I know someone who would watch that, but I
I'm
don't
probably
know
I'm gonna
myself.
watch it, but I'm just is it for me the whole Orange Is the New Black has just been steadily declining throughout as it goes on and on and on.
I completely agree. I think season 1 was really interesting, really good. I thought season 2 was pretty good too. Character development was starting to become a thing, and some of the characters were developing in a way I didn't like. And then season 3 just nosedived it into the ground.
Season 3
Just
was
took it like
just Mean
freaking
Girls in prison.
bashed it against the wall until it couldn't breathe or move anymore.
Yeah, so look at character exposition. Look at all of it. Look at all of our developed characters, and it's just like throwing plot at you until you just drown in it.
Okay, I'm gonna make a character now.
There is one show out of that list that I am looking forward to, and I
one is
think
that?
I mentioned it a few weeks ago, and it's just me, Kamal.
Is it Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
House of Cards.
House of Cards! Season freaking... Is it 3? 3, right? Or
I
4?
thought it was four.
4? I don't remember how many
Yeah,
there've been because it's been
season
so long. But yeah, small House of Cards.
House of Cards is so hard. I've been watching it and I'm only like halfway through season 2. I'm not ready yet.
I really like it.
I like it. It's just
So do I.
It gets...
you've got to super concentrate on it. Though.
Yeah, and
And it's really slow.
it gets really...
I will say that, but it's so worth it.
Mhm.
It's definitely I'm gonna get to it eventually. It's just I think I prefer Kimmy Schmidt just because it's dumb and it's funny and
It's easy, yeah.
yeah, it's easy.
I
Definitely easy.
I do love me some Kimmy Schmidt. And, like, onto a note that I feel like some people are going to have strong opinions on. There's also a new season of Jessica Jones has been confirmed. Now, so I'll start this off. I when we talked about Jessica Jones before, and when it was kind of like brand new and very hyped, I was strongly against them doing a second season. I felt like the show wrapped up perfectly. Felt like we got what we got from Jessica, and like her being like a tertiary character in other shows, I was okay with. But I didn't really want more of that world. If they do it well, I'm not going to complain, you know? I think doing it well is going to be much harder with the second season. That's...
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's a bit hard to compare, or bring in a new villain that'll compare to...
Exactly.
David Tennant's...
Oh my god, it's Bob Ross's hat! One sec. Let me make this guy naked. We're doing Bob Ross.
Is that what you're going to say, Luke?
Yeah, basically, and as well, like, I think
so.
I think with the fact... Like, I wasn't prepared for a season 2. I didn't think they would do a season 2 because after this, they've got another season of Daredevil. Then they've also got the Luke Cage, and they're also doing Iron Fist. And then they're going to bring all of these guys and put them in the Defenders. I didn't think you needed more than that.
Yeah.
When is the Defenders meant to be?
It's going to be after
starting?
Iron Fist, I think. I don't know when it starts.
Next year?
I don't know. See, because like I don't know when the Luke Cage one's coming out, and there's nothing on Iron Fist yet, so it's going to be a little ways more down the line, I think. And
because if it's next year, I could see why they'd go for a season 2, because then they'd have this gap.
Yeah, and they don't want that.
I'm not saying that they couldn't do that, but they're not, like, I guess, capitalizing on people who really enjoyed Jessica Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand.
They're kind of
like,
keeping the character current, so it's
like,
fresh in people's minds.
But they've also I don't know. With also Daredevil season 2, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, I'm really worried they're gonna burn out quickly.
like something else Marvel does. Cinematic universe.
I don't disagree with you, Luke. I'm trying to think of reasons why they would bring a season 2.
This guy needs to like.
I'm not surprised that they
have
did.
a straight back.
Because the first
But
one
I wouldn't
so
have been
well.
surprised if they didn't.
I was just I could understand the second season of Daredevil, and then how I thought it was going to work after that. It was going to be like you're going to get a Luke Cage TV series where it establishes him a bit more, where Jessica Jones kind of helped bring him in, and then like this one's going to like you're going to get him, I guess, a bit more. And Iron Fist, I don't know how they're going to bring Iron Fist into the real world.
Yeah.
But, you know, good luck to them. And then I thought that was it. They all these shows established these characters, and then they were going to be in the Defenders, the same way as they did with the movies, where you have like the films that established Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, and Thor, and then just bring them all into the Avengers. I thought that is how things would. They're going to do copy and paste that, but apparently not. Apparently they're like, no, people love these individual characters. Let's make more of all of them.
In all fairness, people do love those individual characters.
They do. I'm just worried that like the second season of Jessica Jones isn't going to live up to the first, and especially since David Tennant will not be returning for season 2.
No, and that's thank God.
Yeah, I don't know how they can.
They shouldn't bring him back. They should not bring him back.
How would you bring him back?
Like, yeah, I know it would be.
If they did, it would ruin it.
It would ruin it. Yeah, without spoiling the show, guys. It would ruin that show really, really badly if they did that.
Because I felt like he.
But I wouldn't want more of him anyway, because I feel like we learned everything there was to learn.
Yeah, he's creepy.
And I also can't think of who would be the villain for the season 2 of Jessica Jones. I can't think.
Yeah.
Nothing springs to mind for me. And like,
I don't know too much about her character or her past or history to actually make a judgment.
Yeah, I don't know anything else. The only thing I know about Jessica Jones is the TV series that we just saw, so I couldn't even begin to guess.
It made more sense with me with Daredevil because he's got a multitude of villains, and like obviously, the Punisher is going to be in season 2, and that's going to be a huge thing. But and also Elektra has been confirmed to be in it as well, and I think how it's going to work is that these two characters are going to start swaying him into like murder because he's always been against it, but he's had trouble like keeping to it. not murdering people. So I think these two characters are really gonna push him into I shouldn't kill, but I want to.
Yeah, I can see that.
But like, I can understand the season 2 of Daredevil, but I just don't see what they would do with season 2 of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure someone out.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
If they do good, like, props to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dismiss a season 2, but like yeah, as long as it's done well.
Yeah, it's just gonna be tough.
That's the tricky bit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't want them to do it because I didn't want to give them the opportunity to fail. Like I was like, I'm happy with what I have. No need to fail.
Guaranteed when a series is someone has a good first season, it's probably going to be rebooted for a second season.
Yep. I mean, it just makes sense.
Not all the time. God bless you, Firefly. We miss you.
It makes sense financially, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I think Daredevil was one of their most successful, or it was either Sense8 even, like compared to like the Marco Polo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they really make bad shows.
No.
At worst, they're average.
There's a first for everything, Josh.
Yeah, that's true. I lost my little friend.
Who's your little friend, Josh?
I had a little green crocodile I had on my shoulder, but I moved and it fell.
Do you see the green crocodile right now? Does he talk to you, Josh?
Well, yeah, obviously.
I'm not telling you. What we discuss is between us, thank you.
Oh no.
Stop being so nosy.
I'm sorry.
I'm making Bob Ross. Having way too much fun trying to make Bob Ross.
Yeah, it's just Bob Ross.
Moving on from TV shows to movies, did anyone see the new Laser Team TV spot?
Are we
Noob.
I skimmed through it.
Sure, you skip.
Sometimes you really don't want to watch something like the Laser Team TV spot that you have to skip through.
Fair.
I have not seen it. I don't feel like I need to see more from Laser Team. I feel like I've seen enough from Laser Team. Thank you, Laser Team. You know.
I kind of lost interest. I think
Yeah,
we've spoken about
same.
this before.
Took too long.
Although I don't think it was in a podcast. Because it's out already and it's been out for months. But it's
Yeah.
just they've struggled to get it released everywhere else. I've kind of lost the hype for it.
You could have gone to see it, Josh.
I could have.
Yeah, but the hype was gone, so it wasn't worth it.
Well, I mentioned it to a couple of mates once, and we didn't really speak of it after that. Because once again, the hype is... I kind of lost the hype for it.
I think Laser Team is going to be an average silly comedy.
Yeah, well, that's all it's going to be, really.
Yeah, it's not going to be great.
With the plot that it has, it can't really amount to...
Rooster Teeth fans are going to love it, and they're going to laud it as like one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
But, you know, there are some realities.
Fans gonna be fans.
Luke, do you have opinion on Laser Team, or are you going to close your eyes and keep it to yourself?
I don't think much on it. Like, I want to see it, but can't afford
Yeah,
to.
I mean-
So-
Yeah, I'm going to see it when it comes out on digital.
Yeah.
And I'll
I
find a way to get
I'm
it.
not against seeing it. I would like to see it. I'm just not...
Yeah, no,
inclined to go
I'll
out
see
of
it.
my way to watch it.
I'll see it. I think I'll enjoy it. You know.
It'll be a laugh.
Yeah. Eyebrows.
Solid 7 out of 10, maybe.
Something. I'm really trying for this Bob Ross, but this face shape is not helping me.
But other new things, I'll bring up the new Suicide Squad trailer.
I like the song they used for that.
Yeah.
I don't
song.
know. I'm conflicted about their Joker, and I want to go back and watch it
Because he looks dumb as hell.
properly.
Yeah, it's not even...
Yeah,
Like I said before when I first saw him, like, if he acts it's gonna cancel out the complaints. But, like, I don't that it's for the entire movie for me. I don't like the art direction of Suicide Squad, and some people are gonna like it and some people aren't, and I'm on the fence of people who personally don't like the overall aesthetic of the movie, and it's putting me off the entire film.
All very 90s punk.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And I'm sure for some people they saw that and they were like, yes, I've wanted something that's looked like this for ages, because it's an art style people kind of threw away a long time ago. But
Yeah.
I think it should have stayed buried in the ground very deep, and no one should touch it. That's my opinion.
Is it just me, or was there a scene? I only glanced at it for a second because I looked away and looked back. But the Joker's holding like a Tommy gun, and he's in a black suit, and it looks like he's in the mafia from like the 1920s.
I did not pay enough attention.
The main thing I took away from the trailer is I don't know who any of these people are apart from Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Oh,
Wait, did you watch Arrow?
Nope.
there you go.
Because I know who it's Hawkeye, right?
No, it's Deadshot.
Deadshot.
Deadshot, sorry.
That's
Yeah, I know
Will
who
Smith,
Deadshot
right?
is. That's
Will
yeah.
Smith is Deadshot, right?
Yeah.
Outside of them three, I don't really know much
I
else.
looked it up and some of them just... Well, apparently one of them's Killer Croc.
Yeah, the Crocodile Man. Come on.
Oh, I know him from that.
He doesn't. It's because of the art style. It's because of the art.
well,
Harley Quinn doesn't
I know who Killer Croc is, but I
look
didn't
super Harley
recognise
Quinn.
him
She looks
because he
more like a 16-year-old Harley Quinn that went really punk.
She's rebelling against her parents, come on.
But like again, that's like that's the art direction choice. It's the same. It's the same with Joker. Joker looks like he's a 16-year-old Joker who's rebelling against his parents. Like,
With metal teeth for some reason.
but
Did
yeah,
you hear much of Harley Quinn? Because she didn't sound like the typical Harley Quinn from like the games.
I guess. But they can.
The whole...
I heard they're definitely trying for that accent. I don't know if they hit it, but from what I heard, they're definitely trying for it.
Also,
The
the,
nasal and irritating one, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Classic Harley Quinn.
Yeah, classic.
It's like Harley Quinn's holy god, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Ross is happy.
You don't look very happy.
No, he's happy now. Give it a second.
No, I'll give it a second.
Okay.
He's still in looking happy. Oh, I saw Twitch there.
keep. Anyway, Luke.
There he is.
Suicide Squad. Nothing.
I just to go back onto what Josh was talking about, the Joker with the Tommy gun scene. I've got my own ideas on that, and I think that's going to be a flashback sequence of Harley Quinn getting caught before she got thrown into the jail.
The first thing I thought of when I saw that scene, it reminded me of what's his face's Joker, the one with I'm blanking on names now.
I know the one you're talking about.
He was
He
a
was in
clue.
the bucket list. He was in the bucket list.
Jack Nicholson.
He's in a lot of stuff. The
Jack Nicholson.
Johnny. Yes, that one. Yeah, it
Jack
reminded me of Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson's Joker. Yeah.
How long is it going to take people to just acknowledge Andy said it?
I acknowledged it immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, it very much reminded me of that kind of Joker, because that his Joker was very mobsterish.
Yeah.
Because there was a scene in the previous trailer of them being in the Batmobile and Batman like clicking it onto the top, and like the scene where he has the Tommy gun looks like it's set in the same area. So I think my idea on that is that Harley's gonna get caught, and that's how she gets thrown into the jail.
Yeah.
And then like when
So you
she's
think it's gonna be like a prequel thing before it starts.
Well, like
Kind of,
even during, maybe she has like some like
Yeah,
flashbacks.
like a flashback. Yeah, I guess I could see that one. Yeah.
Yeah, because when they meet the Joker, they might have like some background stuff thrown in.
Yeah, like each of them could have their own little exposition of how they ended up there, sort of thing.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
that.
I could see that one. Yeah,
and Harley does seem to be the focus of this movie. Like I think
it's because she's one of the girls.
Yeah, and I think Deadshot is, because Deadshot's typically like the straight man for everyone. Like
Is
he's not...
is it because he's Deadshot, or is it because it's Will Smith?
Well, no, I
Can
mean
it be both?
you
Can it
could.
be both?
He's Will Smith because he's Deadshot. Like they got Will Smith to be the main actor because they wanted Deadshot to be a main story element.
Played by like a big name. Sort of.
Yeah.
I think you can carry that. Yeah.
Because when it comes to the Suicide Squad, Deadshot's always been the one that's like, I'm not like these crazy people, even though he's a murderer. But like,
Yeah, but he murders for
You don't have to be a crazy person to be a murderer.
he Deadshot usually most of his incarnations have a reason that forced him into it.
yeah, true.
I wouldn't say Will Smith is the greatest actor, but I haven't seen him in anything for a long time, so I don't mind looking forward to seeing how he goes.
I think the last thing he was in was that other one with Margot Robbie. It was like about lying or something like that, or something. I forget what it was called.
I know the one you're talking where he's like a con man.
He's like a con man or something like that, and stuff happens. I've not seen it, obviously.
I think the last Will Smith movie I saw was on TV, and it's one where he has a young son, and I think he's a salesman, and he's trying to sell.
£7?
Yeah, that's £7.
The really sad one.
Yeah, I think that's £7.
Yeah.
Wait, he has the sense of the Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit. Yes,
yeah,
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm mistaken. The last one I saw was the one, the movie he starred in with his son, and they land on the
After Earth or something.
Yeah, that's the one. That was the last one.
Not so good. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just to go back for a second, I want to Jared Leto's Joker is going to be the talk of everything before this movie comes out.
Because he's taking over the new Joker thing based on what everyone thought was a really good performance from Heath Ledger, so it's gonna be.
Heath Ledger's performance was good, but it wasn't the best Joker.
No, but it was
I didn't like Heath Ledger's Joker. So
you did? Oh well, I mean, I think it was a good Joker, and I mean, like I don't think it was the best Joker either, but it was a good Joker, and that's all you need, you know.
It was a good actor. He was a good actor, but it wasn't the way I would envision the Joker, so I didn't like it.
What I think
Fair enough.
The reason why he came across that way is because I think the whole movie in general, or the whole trilogy, was meant to be more grounded and more lifelike. So his Joker
That's like the opposite of what
less.
The Joker's meant to be.
Yeah.
I know, but it's.
I can see why they did it, yeah, but
he's humanized a bit more.
Yeah.
See, my things like that. My things more of I dislike how everyone thinks that he's the. Some people.
I mean that.
Minority, but a very vocal one thinks that he's the end all be all greatest.
I mean,
ever.
And that's their opinion.
It's opinion.
Yeah.
It's opinion. Some people.
Some people are gonna. For them, he's gonna be the best Joker.
Yeah, some people might not like him being portrayed as a lunatic madman who can do literally anything.
Like how I'm gonna hate this Joker. You know, some people might like him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hate everything about the fact that he has grills. Why the hell does the Joker have grills?
I don't know. I'm just. But as I was gonna say, with the whole Jared Leto thing, I'm reserving judgment until the film.
Well, yeah, you can't judge him if you haven't seen him actually act out the character. Yes, you can only go based on the appearance, which is weird. But you never know. His acting might make it worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
My Joker is still Mark Hamill's Joker, even though he's not
still really good.
doing his voice anymore.
Yeah, but it was that I would still call that like the Joker of like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and that was still like what I would envision the Joker to actually be.
Yeah, no,
I
that.
love that he still does the voice as well.
They're a solid.
Like, there's
they're solid.
I don't feel like it's Warner Brothers, right? To own the game franchise and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like they try and limit him in public. Like, he doesn't get in trouble for walking around using the voice, like, every now and then.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, people know he's the voice, so I don't think it would make much of a difference.
No, but like, I think because he's not being paid to do the voice anymore, they could go, well, hang on a second, you're not allowed to do that now.
We'll buy the rights to your Joker voice, so you can't use it without paying us or something.
I guess, because they're still using it now in other games.
They did it with Mario.
Just not like Hamilton.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's been done.
I mean, that's if Warner Brothers really want to be dicks about it.
I mean, I could imagine a studio could be a dick about it if they wanted.
Yep.
I feel like it's a scenario that's happened before, though.
I have no idea what to know. I think Luke's trying to say
I know what it is. I think it's Looney Tunes and stuff like that. Like, unless you're being paid to actually do those voices, I think it's illegal to do it, like, randomly out in public and stuff like that.
I know a really random fact about some of the about one of the Looney Tunes actors.
What's
the
that?
guy who played Bugs Bunny, he had to crunch carrots to make the carrot noise, and he absolutely despised carrots, but he had to do it every time because no other vegetable produced the same noise as the carrot.
Wait, Mel Blanc?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know why I know that, but that's just a random fact I know. That's like the only thing I know about life. That's it.
He was dedicated. The voice of Porky Pig. He went to a farm and listened to pig, he just listened to pigs, and he mimicked a pig sound.
Become the pig.
And that's
Become
how we
the
get
pig.
like.
Be the pig.
Like he, there was an interview he did, and he went through the stages of like how he got the voice. It's amazing. The guy was talented as hell.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can, each character you can hear his voice. It's just a slight variation.
There's a key.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy's staring into my soul. I'm trying to Bob Ross. This is the best I can do.
If he's staring at your soul, that's Bob Ross. Bob Ross can see in your soul.
That's true.
He fills it with
It's he used to do all the voices for the Looney Tunes, right? Nowadays they have like 5 to 6 different people doing each voice.
It just shows how talented he was, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he made them his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Bill Blank. He's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't.
Okay, so moving on. Is there any other film news we want to talk about, or move to tech and then wrap up?
We could talk about the new Deadpool clip. I'm pretty sure we probably want to mention that, right?
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen this yet. I've heard about it.
You might want to.
It's Australian.
It's Australia Day.
It's Australia Day. You might want to watch it on your own while I show it here.
It's almost Australia Day.
Yeah.
But seriously, I fit right in with your
We're just gonna have to wait for Josh's opinion. Here.
So
Yeah.
so far, the Australian accent he pulls is a lot closer to New Zealand.
I like this. We're getting a live reaction from a real Australian person.
I know, right? Thank you, SB. I take that as a compliment.
For a second, I thought we were talking about Deadpool. I don't think Deadpool would paint happy little trees.
No, I mean, he just attacked his head. That was it. That's the entirety of it. Oh, I think Josh is.
Okay, I just love all the stereotypes people have for Australians.
Ooh.
It's great. Like, I don't know, I can't think of any really bad negative stereotypes for us. I don't like
Criminals?
Barbie, which he mentions.
Criminals?
I don't give a shit about the criminals.
I mean, that's yeah, I know, but people that think you're criminals now, that's a bad stereotype.
I don't care.
I mean, yeah, but it's a bad stereotype. I'm not telling you to care. I'm just saying it's a bad stereotype. Like, it's just bad.
I don't mind that. I don't see why they thought they had to do an Australia Day one.
It's marketing. Australians will watch it. Australians will be like, "Oh, they did an Australia thing." That's it.
But
It's still watch it.
they didn't do a bad job. They did a shitty accent, but I don't think they really cared.
No, I think honestly, I think that's half the point. Yeah.
I feel
was
like
the whole
Ryan
point.
Reynolds wouldn't have known it was an Australia Day thing until he sat on that couch and threw him the hat. It was like,
Yeah,
it's
I like how he
Australia Day,
goes,
go with it.
Australia Day? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the whole point of it was just to take the Mickey out of it.
Yeah, it was just a piss take.
You might.
Yeah, so I don't mind that. It wasn't bad.
My favorite
The whole
part.
film is just a piss take at this point, right? So,
Go on then.
Oh, my favorite part about that clip was that little dig he made to Wolverine Origins. Where, like he references the film and how they ruined his character in it, and he was like, "Yeah, that was a real low moment for me."
Yeah.
Like,
break
so
that fourth
self-aware.
wall.
I love it.
Break that fourth wall super hard, guys. Smash
I like
it.
how he flipped out over that.
Yeah, that was a good end. Yeah. I used to have one of those hats.
Okay.
I've never
Oh,
done
you
one
do?
of those.
That's so weird.
I got one when I went to Australia when I was little.
What's the point of
You know
them?
what the?
It
You
keeps
know what
flies
they're
off
for?
you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because the corks swing around and it just like choose the flies.
They would bug me too much. The corks. Like, they might bug flies too, but they bug me. Like,
But I guess if you wore it enough, you get.
You just get used to you just get used to it.
no, see it.
Look, if you're
maybe for them. Maybe for them. Not for me. You don't need to tell me about flies. Trust me. I have in Sudan, like, I am just mosquito bites. Like, my existence is mosquito bites. So, like, I know flies can be annoying, but, like, that would bug me too much, man.
It's Monty
Less
Python
being bugged by, by mosquitoes to
That's
being
true.
bugged by corks. But corks can't bite you, so
That is
It's the
true.
lesser of two evils.
yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Deadpool. I'm gonna see it soon, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
It's like February 12th to 15th or something, right? Because it releases like staggered across different countries or something, I think.
Hmm.
So I think it's 11th, 12th, and 13th, maybe.
10th.
No, okay. 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I know. I just knew it was staggered across a bunch.
Yeah.
I was just checking the comments of that video. Apparently, if you listen closely at 43 seconds in, you can hear a crew member cracking up when he throws the hat off. It's just so no reason to edit that out.
It's such a good, like, his reaction to, like, the thing going, like, was so genuine. Like, it was like he was genuinely flipped out. It was amazing.
After the interviews I've seen with Ryan Reynolds and just hearing people talk about him being in the film, apparently a lot of the stuff he does is just on the fly. Like,
Yeah.
he's so into his character
That's good.
that, like, he's Deadpool now. Apparently his family have complained that he goes home and just says, like, awful things. Because they have merged into one being.
Nice.
He was Deadpool all along. That's the thought. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's been preparing for this role his whole life.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just listened to it. You can hear like someone start cracking up. It's one of those laughs where like it's just air, so it just sounds like they're wheezing, like the.
Yeah.
No, that was coughing.
Right.
Thank you, Andy.
Kamal, do you want to tell us about some technology things?
Okay, sure. We'll do some tech. Do you want to do tech and then One Piece, or One Piece and then tech and then rap?
We're not touching the penguins.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Luke wants to talk.
Oh,
Luke wants to talk about. Luke, tell us about penguins.
Fine.
Okay.
Let's make everyone sad about penguins.
So you guys in the chat land out there know of a special little penguin called the Adele penguin, not as large as the emperor, and they're the type of penguins that pick up pebbles for mating purposes, to give to females to be like, this is how much I love you. Look at this pebble.
Look, it's a pebble I picked up like a second ago.
Look, I picked up this rock.
Yeah.
You love rocks, right?
They search for the
Don't give
perfect
it.
one. Don't you guys judge?
The perfect rock.
Anyway,
Perfect small rock that there are millions of. Yeah.
There's only one perfect rock.
Okay. Luke,
Turns out,
tell us the
the
story.
little fellas, if they sometimes don't fancy finding the perfect pebble, they'll just rape the females. Oh no, that's not the right Adele penguins, Kamal.
No, they're pretty.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair
Look,
enough.
it's a penguin. You just...
But anyway,
I want to argue against you as a picture. They're pretty.
sometimes.
Penguin's got a cold, dead-eyed stare. He's a rapist.
So apparently, this activity wasn't like that. No one had seen this activity for a long time. But why this has come out recently is that this researcher saw it. He wasn't comfortable like telling people his research because of what he found out. So I think he did it in I think he like wrote his notes in Latin or something, and then like hid them away, and then eventually someone found it, like deciphered it, and was like, oh my god, because apparently these Adele penguins they rape, they gang rape, they're pedophiles.
They're animals. I really don't like this association of like human cultural and social constructs with animal behavior.
I'm not. I'm just saying these are the things that they do.
No, no, I know. I'm just saying like against the article, and I've heard about this penguin stuff before, and I've heard about ducks and all of that. And like whenever people hear it and they're like, "Oh no, it's an animal. It's an animal being an animal."
Animals don't do people things. Are you kidding?
You know why they call those instincts you have animalistic, right?
Like,
Like,
Because animals do them.
the necrophiles are my favorite thing. My favorite thing I've learned from this is that sometimes they're pimps. Sometimes males will send females out, and then males will go up to them, give them stones, and have sex. And then the other males will come and take those stones and hoard them. That is amazing. There are pimp penguins in this world.
that's pretty cool.
I'm just imagining a penguin with a pimp hat on and a cane.
Now, these two parents are looking at their child going, "We're gonna pimp it out."
A couple of years is good, yeah.
These little cum-dumps.
Oh no!
God, I'm out again.
Yep.
All I get from this is that people are hung up on the whole rape thing, but they're fine if they murder another animal.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, SP's right. Club
so
Penguin's
cool.
a whole different thing now. Club Penguin's a new dark place.
Penguins always been a dark place.
Perfect.
See, it makes it. No, I'm not even gonna carry on, Josh.
No, like it's just a weird thing to get hung up on when like that you're just as aware that they go around murdering other animals or even animals from their own species.
I don't think anyone's hung up on it. It's just
I think people are definitely hung up on it.
really.
Yeah. I
Well,
think.
it wouldn't have made
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, what do you mean?
What
No. What do you mean by hung up?
From that,
What do you mean by hung up? Like, I think people will be like shocked by it and crap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, people are going to be shocked and tell people like, "Oh my god, did you know penguins did this?"
Yeah, and I
I
can
don't see that. I don't see that difference between that and learning anything else interesting with an animal.
no. There's shock. There's shock and interest. I don't think people will tell. I don't think people will tell other people like you told us out of interest. I think people will tell other people out of shock, disgust. And I'm like, it's an animal. It's actually like disgusting. Like that's what it is.
So, I don't know.
It's the same with ducks. It's the same with cats. Because cats, when they screw, that's mental.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know nothing about cats doing it.
Same with like I think bulls and stuff, where they just artificially inseminate cows, just to remove that whole process.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think the most interesting thing I read in that thing was this.
The
this-
pimps.
This guy saw all of this activity and thought, "Oh no!"
Exactly.
Don't let anyone-
See that?
Exactly.
Like he's putting human morals on an animal.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want the fluffy penguins to be looked down on.
Yeah, he doesn't want to embarrass the penguins.
It's because it was like 50 years ago, and this guy, and I think he was more concerned about the fact that like they were gay penguins. So he was like, "Oh no!" and he said,
Yeah, no, I heard about the story on a Radio Lab podcast, and I heard about the whole like the gay penguin thing and all of it, and I do think that was apparently that appears to be like the major reason the kind of the information was not. It wasn't buried. It's available. It was always available. It's just like not talked about.
I'm surprised that they were surprised that the penguins were gay. They're so fabulous all the time.
I know, right?
Shuffling about with the little suits on.
I love the idea. Sorry, Josh. Just this last thing. He summed it up to saying male delinquents. Normally penguins are fine, but these male delinquents seem to be causing the problem in the population.
These naughty boys, yes.
He just didn't want to be the guy to go down in history as the guy who found out that there were gay penguins and that everyone.
Yeah, that's his claim to fame. Gay rapist penguins.
I would love to go down in history for that.
You're the guy who found out the penguins.
And this is why you'll never be the guy who found out penguins are gay, Luke.
Who was the guy who found out? What's his name?
I don't know. I don't.
We'll probably say.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you because I assume you've got the article up.
No, I just know this off memory.
Oh, okay. Let me look up the article.
Wait, I'm opening the link.
Everybody open the link.
Yeah.
Dr. George Murray
Dr.
Levick.
George Murray Levick. He found out that penguins are gay rapists. There we go.
Remember this, guys. Remember.
Yeah.
Forget everything else you know. Just remember that one thing.
Yeah.
Done your country proud, whichever country you belong
That's
to.
that's the title from the YouTube thing, right?
Oh God.
That's what I know.
I mean, it's not up to me.
Yeah.
It's up to Luke. So maybe.
That's
Okay, let me do some tech, and then we will wrap up with my One Piece surprise for Luke, and we'll try and finish off before the 2 hour mark. God damn it. Okay, so recently, the Bloomberg, which is like a kind of business writing website and magazine, revealed that they had found some information on agreement that Apple and Google had made a couple years ago in 2014. So basically, Apple loads its MacBooks with Safari, right? Most people that buy a MacBook don't tend to change the default web browser. Google wants to be on every computer. Do you want to know do you want to know how much Google wants to be on every computer?
To sell its little self out.
Oh yeah.
Well, keep in mind that this is only one company. Like, God knows how many other payments they may have made for other things.
Yeah, but this probably would be the biggest one, considering Apple's like individual market share, and the fact that Apple and Google aren't really friends. So you should take that all into account. How much money would Google pay Apple to make Apple default every single device's search engine to Google?
All of the monies.
$1 billion.
Yep, $1 billion.
Yeah, that's a chump change for Apple, right? That's like 12 MacBooks that they've sold. It's funny because Macs are expensive, right?
Bet money between them.
Yes, it's so. Like, you joke, but the $1 billion is like a lot of money to both of those companies as well. And those companies are rich, but $1 billion is a giant amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, they're multi-million companies, but it takes lots of millions to make a billion.
Yes. And, like, just to default a search engine! Like, nobody thinks about you, Google! Nobody thinks about you! You being the default is not... The other thing I found really weird is I don't think Google needs Apple to default the search engine for people to just use Google. People use Google anyway. Google's so easy.
What other search engine are you going to use?
Right?
What's the thing when you don't know something? It's like, oh, you Google it.
Yep.
Not you ask Jeeves it.
It's literally a synonym.
Hey.
It's literally a synonym for looking things up.
Kick a guy while
Like-
he's down. Jeeves is trying.
Jeeves is dead. It's Tammy.
He's out there on the streets every day trying to make a living.
No, he died of hypothermia last winter.
I was just, I was really impressed. Like,
Drunken alone.
I thought it'd be a couple hundred, a couple $100 million, which is not like a joke amount of money either, but not this. Damn.
But I mean,
Google, right.
it's pocket money for Apple, and it's probably just as much pocket money for Google.
It's not though. Like Apple is like a $350 billion company. That's only 350 of these. That's not a lot of these. Like, it's not a lot of billions. Google just added an entire billion to that. Google's an even smaller company. Google's like a $150 billion company. Like, it's not.
But it's still pocket change. I mean, in comparison to how much money they have.
Oh,
how much they were.
That's the thing though. That's net worth. Net worth is nowhere near operating revenue, which is the amount of money they have on hand. Yeah, that net worth adds assets. It adds everything.
Buildings and properties and stocks and all that as well.
Yeah, so you can assume on hand they'll only have like 20 at best.
So that's like a 20th of their wealth they've just like chucked at Apple.
All of the money they'd be able to spend for like the next probably like 5 years, that would be about a 20th of it. That's a lot lost. It's a lot of money. It's an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why Apple said yes. Because Apple hates Google. Like, Apple hates Google. Google had to make them an offer they literally couldn't refuse. They were like, oh my god, $1 billion? Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, so that happened. In other Google related tech news, this is a little science, it's a little tech. There's a thing that's going around in the space of computer science right now, and it's blowing all the little computer scientists' minds. And like if you go up to a computer scientist and you tell them deep learning or deep neural networks, they will probably wet themselves.
Yeah, you just see a little dark patch appear on the front of their trousers and they have to excuse themselves for a cold shower.
Because it's amazing.
Singularities.
Because deep. Okay, so deep learning is basically this idea came along a long time ago that was like, maybe we should try simulating the way a human brain goes about visualization. Since computers are so bad at like understanding visuals, understanding what they see from a camera lens, understanding graphics, understanding anything that's kind of related to geometry, computers are really bad at that. It's really inefficient, like when you code it, and it takes a lot of code to do it. So people were like, maybe we should try simulating a brain and the way the human brain does it. And then the other computer scientist on this table would have turned to him and gone, are you an idiot? We do not have the processing power to simulate a brain. Well, 20 years later, we have the processing power to simulate a brain. So it's kind of become like a resurgence in the space. It's led to so much really cool stuff. The fact that you can talk to your phone so easily and it almost understands you most of the time, and it gets smarter the more you use it and the more everyone on the planet uses it. Like, if you remember when Siri came out, it was okay. But if you talk to Siri now, it's almost spot on as long as you're, like, fairly clear. Like, regardless of your accent.
I can't say the word that you just said, otherwise my phone will turn on me.
Yeah. And, all of this is due to deep learning. Deep learning is a really complicated concept, though. Trying to reconstruct neurons in a processor is a bit weird, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's like trying information retention in a synthetic thing.
Yeah. So it's a really hard thing for like people to get onto. Like, my university has a single module on it that's only available for me on 4th year, so I'll be taking it next year because I'm interested in it. But like, one module is probably not going to break much ground for me in that space. Google got some of its best scientists, and they put them aside, and they were like, you're going to make a course to teach everybody how to do this. So there is actually a free course right now online that you can watch and learn and practice with to learn to make your own deep neural networks at home. Like, you probably won't be able to run them because it'll kill your computer, but you'll know how they work. It's
My laptop's great.
oh,
Your potato, you mean?
Let's not go there.
yes. Anyway, that's about it. I had to fanboy a little bit over this because as soon as I saw it, I registered.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I registered on. It's a lot for a company that's private and only really in it for the profit to do for no reason, which is also pretty cool. So props.
Because it shows how committed they are to making computers better and.
Yeah, they want to move the
for
space
3 years.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So props to you, Google.
You did it, Google.
Yeah.
Thumbs up to you.
Thumbs up. And that's everything but One Piece. That's everything.
You gotta stop. Get rid of Luke's
Okay.
his tenterhooks.
I wonder if like this is gonna be a disappointment because I've been building this up for Luke for a while.
Somebody's been excited for days.
Yes, but it's coming. I bookmarked it.
Okay, let's do this.
In South Korea, you can buy devil fruits, like as cakes. You can buy giant cake devil fruits, and they look spot on. You can buy the gum fruit, Luke, and you can just eat it. And you can buy is it the Mira Mira no Mi? Is that the flame one?
Yeah.
Yes. And here's some pictures of them on stream. And Koreans are loving them because they're getting them for like people's birthdays. They're humongous, and they're just like clad in like sugar, but it's glorious.
I wish I ate food.
You can use it as motivation.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, if you fix it, Luke, I will import you a devil fruit cake.
Right? I would do it for you. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'd eat one. Give me one, please. They look pretty tasty too. So
They look amazing.
like look at this chick.
Can you actually import a devil fruit cake?
Probably. I mean, you're not Australian,
That's true.
so the laws aren't going to be that
They
strict.
stopped it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's that's it. That's the note we're gonna finish on, guys.
Why
Josh,
have you done this to me?
Josh, do you want to outro us? Because this is a slightly longer
Like a
one.
pregnant woman. Why have you?
Why? Why you do this?
If you missed this stream, or want to catch up on other streams, you can check out our YouTube channel with the links in the below bottom.
In the below bottom.
Although I feel like
as opposed to the above bottom.
I feel like if you're catching up on this already, then you're already watching the YouTube channel. In which
Yeah.
case you don't need this information. You can follow us here on Twitter. If there's any news you want us to check in on that you think we might be interested or you're interested in, tweet at us or message us somehow. I don't know.
Josh doesn't know,
What the Twitter
I
work?
don't know.
Figure it out.
but
Just
How do
put
the
what
kids
we
use
don't know.
this?
but he will try.
But
Yeah.
If you
there's
are- and if you
all that
are
information is.
Yes, Luke.
And if you are on YouTube, there is something you can do at the bottom. It's like, share, and subscribe, and comment,
Oh,
because we will
very
read
nice.
them.
Yeah.
I know I read them. I actually print them out, and then I read them before I go to bed, and then I'm like, people hate me, and then I put the book away.
So you
and
have
go
them
to
all
sleep.
you have them all above your bed, so you can read them, be sad, and go to sleep, right?
All right.
My favorite
So
sounds like a butt. Sorry.
so thanks again for watching, and remember, really just follow here. This is the main space, so you don't miss us in the future. We're Saturdays usually. This is a bit unusual. That was a special case.
Just ignore this one.
See you next week.
Yeah, should
Is
be
that
next
question?
Sun.
Lest one of
Saturday?
us die.
Next Saturday.
Saturday, Josh.
That's the
Saturday.
day.
It's Sunday for me.
It's not Sunday, Josh. It's a Saturday. We
This
talked
for me.
this.
Bye.
I love you.
I don't.
There we go.